out.
Ta-da!
Okay, chenille meets quilts.
I love chenille.
They fell in love and they had a baby, and that's exactly what we have on the bed right now that's brand new. This is the wedding ring, just like those beautiful quilts of days gone by. The wedding ring pattern in a beautiful 100% cotton, machine washable and tumble dryable bedspread with Shams, brand new today, and it's a sale price. Remember, these sale prices are only good through tomorrow, of 4 easy payments of $23. And what I love about this, Greg, is whether I'm getting the twin, the full, the queen, or the king, talk about a value, you're always getting the beautiful Shams, 1 on the twin, 2 on the full, the queen, and the king, and I'm getting the bedspread all at the same price. For a king-size bed, are you kidding me? Like, that's amazing.
It's fabulous. And it's chenille. I wish, this is the time I wish we had Feel-O-Vision, because if you could touch this and it really reminds me of my grandma's house, because she had big chenille bedspreads and they look like the top of birthday cakes. You know, just
we
the way
fought
they
over
were.
my grandmother's. I lost. So if you did the same thing in your family, this is so chic right now. Sharon Henry Roby is nodding across the set because like vintage chenille is on fire. This is chenille that's made for today, so you can throw it in the washing machine, throw in the dryer.
Dry.
And on the bed is sage, and it is really, this is Connemara marble green. This is gorgeous.
And it's great if you decorate with florals, because if you have maybe floral draperies, they probably have green leaves in them, so this is a wonderful choice.
Okay, and then down at the end of the bed, we have the 2 other colors. First of all, that burgundy. If you're looking to make a little romantic escape in the bedroom for Valentine's Day, come on, that is gorgeous.
If you have Royal Palace rugs on the floor, this would be a wonderful option because it's a deep, rich Merlot color.
And then, when in doubt, the classic ivory.
And I'm going to open this up too, because I think you really need to see it, because you can see that wedding ring pattern, but it's done very tonally. So if you do have busy rugs, if you have wallpaper, if you have drapery that has pattern, this is a wonderful option.
So I'm lazy. I will say it, like I just said. You know, I'm a little bit lazy. Sometimes when I put sheets back on the bed, nobody get upset with me. They don't always match because the pillow went down to the other room. I know Sharon's giving me the hairy eyeball over there. Sorry, that's why I need the Today's Special Value and everything else in the show. But I love a bedspread because this is one that can come up, and if we had pillows here, it can come up and go right over top.
Right, and you can tuck it. We have it very long in the front for television, but it gives you that wonderful look.
Right.
Or use the Shams, fold it back, and it really adds some depth and dimension to your bed.
Okay, so you have to tell your chenille fun facts, and I'm going to talk about wedding rings.
So chenille is the French word for caterpillar. So if you really look at this, if you look at just the fuzzy texture, that's what it looks like, those fuzzy caterpillars. And it just is, it's just an exciting textile. I love it. It seems like it's 1940s.
Oh my gosh,
it looks like, you know, when the boys came home from World War II, this was on the bed.
Yeah.
But it's also revived you're seeing it in magazines all the time now.
And the stuff that's vintage from the 40s, don't even try to buy that because it's crazy expensive.
But it also has fallen apart because you can't wash it, you can't dry it like you can this, and it's fragile because it's 40, 60, 80, you know, years old or more.
And then, of course, the wedding ring quilt. I was teasing Greg earlier, and it's true, though. My sisters are beautiful quilters. The 3rd sister came along. No talent whatsoever in quilting. I can knit, but I don't quilt. But I look at this and I think of, my mother used to tell a story about she and her cousins would play under the quilting bee of the traditional quilt, and they would watch the needles go in and out as the moms like gossiped, you know, and talked about everything. This really is tugging at the heartstrings.
It's beautiful. I love the way it catches the light too. You can really see that wedding ring pattern, which symbolizes eternal love.
Right. It is, because the interlocking are 2 becoming 1. Being the weird geek that I am, it reminded me, especially in the green, of kind of the Celtic symbols. And I found out that even in the 4th century, the Romans used these interlocking circles to symbolize love. So why don't you write that up, give this as a gift to the bride and groom, get that beautiful soft ivory, because then it doesn't matter what color is in their bedroom, it's going to work. But we have a limited story on the sage, Sean, or on all colors? Oh my goodness. So I guess everybody went back to college and was bored with their covering, because the twin is now limited in every single color. And the sage just sold out in the twin, and we don't have an advance order. Now, in the, what was the other one, the queen or the full? In the full, we are now limited in the twin, we're limited in that gorgeous burgundy, and we're limited in the ivory. I think because, Greg, bedspreads are not easy to find anymore.
They're difficult to find, but I love a bedspread for a couple reasons. It gives you full coverage all the way to the floor. These are very generously scaled, but I love the fact that they're very lightweight. I'm sort of floating these to just show you at home that maybe if you're at a certain stage in your life where it's difficult to make a bed when the comforter or something is 60 pounds, this is very supple and it's very lightweight. Or if it's that 5-year-old girl that's making her bed,
or
she
that
can manage it.
53-year-old show host that really does not like making the bed.
But it's easy. One fell swoop covers everything.
I'm going to get back into it again tonight. Okay, come on. It has to look pretty.
And
this
it's easy.
Is instant. Like you make your bed in an instant. And I think that all of us right now, I think of my grandmother's house in Mahanoy City in upstate Pennsylvania. I can describe her chenille quilt. It was, or her bedspread, it was white and it was a floral pattern and the leaves were blue and the center was pink. And I always wanted to make a robe out of it. And when I met Stan Herman years ago, he had a chenille robe on QVC that's probably 20 years old that I still wear that was in that same kind of vintage floral pattern. So this is something that's going to be an heirloom in your family. But I have an update already. In the twin, we only have burgundy and ivory, and we have 6 left in each. In the full, we have a few dozen left in the burgundy and a dozen in the ivory, and the sage has sold out. And then everything's available in the queen and the king, but underneath it all, if you need sheets, our today's special value is coming up. And Greg's going to be back in less than 2 hours with something else that's underneath here that you need. And look, squishy. Okay, stay tuned. The white sale, the grand finale of the white sale continues. But coming up next, we have the last look of our today's